you feeling about tryouts?
I got it.
Alright, so this is this week's endeavor. This is called a serger, and it is the worst. Basically, I have 3 different threads here, and they all go into this machine right here. And they do a stitch like this that like under loops it. I don't know how well you can see that. Anyway, so we are doing this on this stretchy fabric right here. As you can see, I'm gonna have to do some fixing of that tomorrow, but it loops it together, and this is going to be an ice skating rink. This floor just might kill me. If you don't see me next week, this is why. So yeah, this is just 2 sheets together. We have 4 more, and then I have to sew all of those together. Coach is losing faith in me. So yeah, and it's really heavy and really stretchy. So we need like 5 people to help hold it as I sew it. Also just got my wisdom teeth out, so I can't do anything besides this. So that's fun. I don't know. Oh, we got backshot going on again. Bryce was teetering and then his teeter person left. Sad days. But yeah, this is Monday, so day 1. We'll just keep you updated throughout the week. All right, everybody.
I don't know how easy it's supposed to be.
Caitlin has been helping me serge the material that I talked about yesterday. Oh, he got it!
Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh.
We have spent, what, probably over an hour now.
About an hour.
So do we have any oil, or is it just?
It said use serger oil.
If we don't have any.
We don't have any. Can we
Do we
just
have
try it and hope for the best?
Yeah,
we know how to take it apart now. Basically what happened was we were sewing the second part of the stuff, so taking the next 2 sheets and sewing them together, serging them together, and all of a sudden it jammed. Well, it does that, and did you cut yourself? All of a sudden it jammed, and so I was like, oh, it's probably just the strings. Well, I cut out all the strings, still jammed. And we figure out that this little piece right here was not turning when we turned it. Well, we literally have taken apart almost the entire machine and finally figured out that it was jammed with fuzz. So now we get to put it back together, so we'll let you know how that goes.
Is it gonna work?
We're praying that it does. All right, foot up. Get that nice lined up. Okay.
Yeah! It worked! So, we thought it was fixed. It's not. So, there's that.
The little things aren't meeting at the right time, so it's tangling.
It's unfortunate.
Oh. Maybe it just needs a couple run-throughs. Okay, we might
have done it. That's way too close to my face.
Ow, I stuck myself. I think we're good. I think we're good.
What happened, Aimee?
The fuzz got back in it. I'm tired of this machine. It's only Tuesday. Let's just be clear. It's right there. There's fuzz right there. And we literally have to take apart the entire machine if we want to get it out. But that's not going to happen. We're going to figure something out.
We hope it doesn't happen. We'll see. Take 2, everybody. Well, it's more like take
900 million thousands. Yeah. Did you try this part?
Yes.
Oh, this doesn't work. I quit. Sorry, coach.
It's almost 6. Wait, but I can't do it.
I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. Good morning, all you lovely people. So today is day 3, Wednesday, of doing this. So this is the last 2 sheet. As you can see, it's pinned. So now I just have to bring it up to the serger. I have to rethread the serger. It got tangled again last night. I mean, it's nearly impossible to not get tangled when you have 3 threads just weaving in and out. So yeah, we'll let you know how this one goes. Hopefully I don't have to take the whole machine apart again, because Caitlin is not here and I don't know that I would have my sanity if I had to do it alone. So apparently when we took it apart yesterday, we put it back together, it worked great, but for some reason one of the little needles it's supposed to go like this. Here, I'll show you. So here are our parts. So this is the under looper back here, this is the upper needle, and this is the upper looper. So it's not moving except when I do this. So when I turn, as you can see, it's not moving. It's just staying. The under looper is moving, but it's being stopped by the upper looper. So one of the screws that's back here, I guess, is just not tight enough. So I have to take it apart and see what's causing it. So we are now back to our original problem, which is, again, this little hammer that goes up and down. You see that right there? There's fuzz in it. And I think I may need to go for a walk. Hello everyone. So I finally had to go to Walmart, got some oil, got some better tweezers, and that still didn't help. So I took apart the machine again, had to take off the whole part this time and get all the fuzz out, and then I re-oiled it, and I watched a video on how to try and not get the strings to tangle in this. Also, our string is stretchy, so when it's not actually going through the machine to be sewn into the fabric, it's really loose and fine and very fluffy and fuzzy. So that's another reason that it keeps getting caught in the machine. And before I did it this time, you best believe I prayed over this machine, and I was like, you know, God, I may lose my sanity if I have to take apart this machine one more time. So I prayed over it, and it did perfectly. It finished the whole thing beautifully, no trouble whatsoever. So let's just hope that tomorrow goes the same. Yay! Good morning, everybody. Today is day 4. I am really tired this morning, but this is what we're doing today. So this is the one that I finished yesterday. Yep, that one. And then we have the other 2 over here folded up. So basically, I only have 2 seams left, but it's sewing all 3 of them together. So this could go great or it could go terrible. I am currently doing this alone. I may be requesting help from my sister and mother, but we will see. So wish a girl luck. So this is me lining up the fabric. It's really, really heavy, so this takes me a little bit. The clip is not that long, but this probably took 10-15 minutes. So here I'm trying to line up the edges, and the whole thing didn't have to be perfectly neat as long as that one edge is, because I just needed to pin it. Okay, so I just finished lining up the edge, so now I'm gonna take pins and go all along the edge, and then it's time to sew. Okie dokie, so now it is all pinned together. Got a double pinning down here. So I just have to figure out a way to pick this up without stabbing myself and serge it. So that's the next process. I did it. Thank goodness. All in one go, absolutely no jamming. Everything went smoothly. It was great. It's only, that clock says 11:08. It took me all of yesterday to finish that one because I had so many complications, and I get in at 10, so the fact that this has only taken me an hour is pretty great. So prayer works. So now I'm gonna lay out the big sheet. This is it. Now there's 4 sheets together, and I just have that little one. So if I can finish that, honestly, by like 1, I will be thrilled. And then I'll just have to go back through and find any trouble spots, and then I'm done. All right, the last one is pinned and ready to go, so let's sew it. So I just finished the last seam, and I will have to go over, I'm gonna hand stitch any trouble spots, because if they are, they're gonna be, you know, not very big. But I just wanted to share something with you all, is that when I started the last seam, I did not pray over the machine. I prayed over it yesterday when I had so much trouble, and I prayed over it on the first seam of today, and literally an inch into the stitch, the machine jammed. It was just the strings, but there was no reason they should have jammed. I checked everything perfectly, so I cut it out, ripped the stitch, rethreaded it, and prayed over the machine, and this stitch and it did beautifully, no problems. So don't underestimate the power of prayer, even about the little things, because I often think that sometimes we forget to pray about things like this, small things that maybe we think of not needing enough prayer. But our team captain from last year, shout out to Chandler, prayed about everything, and that was something that I always admired about him and something that I've tried to implement more in my life, and it has honestly shown me so many results. And just trusting God with these little tiny everyday things. He would pray about video games and he'd be like, hey God, help me to get dubs on my video games. And you know, a lot of times I think we think that's silly or we don't think to pray about those things, but God literally cares about every single piece of your life, even when you're sewing. So yeah, I didn't expect this to probably be a little devotional, but there you go. So pray about the little things. God cares about them too. Okay, it is all done. It is huge. Yeah, so finally done. I just have to go over hand stitch any spots, and then I might have to roll the edges, but we will see.
Hey.
Hey.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.